Give you a show of what I'm doing with my incubator and hatching area. This incubator is my large incubator, and you can see there's a few eggs in there for now. And I've got each and every one. There's a couple of goose eggs, a couple of turkey eggs, there's a pheasant egg. And that's the one that has the automatic turner, which keeps the eggs at a 100 degrees temperature, and right now it's at 54 humidity. Has another hour before the turner starts turning, because it turns every 2 hours. And then I have a dry erase board which has all my information on it, what day they went in, what day they have to stop turning, and you could change the date to anything you want, and when to stop the eggs, turkey eggs, pheasant eggs, and keep track of all that. And my dry erase pen with it. And this is a smaller incubator, which is the same brand as that, which they are, this one is the model 3600 complete Pro Digital Incubator Kit from Wright Farms Products, and you get the free candling light for candling your eggs, and I got one with each one of them. And this one is the 2400, which also has an automatic turner, but I took the automatic turner out of this one so I can use this one as a lockdown incubator. So when I fill the reservoirs in the bottom, I lock it down, and for extra security I have a clip on each side of the corner so that they keep the top lock tight to the bottom. Now I've seen these come with a styrofoam outside, and a lot of people will use them to keep the heat in, but I don't recommend that, because each one of these plastic bottoms have holes in them, and that's for air ventilation. And if you cover those incubators up with foam, you're not letting the eggs get the air they need. But this one is a lockdown, and I've got one chicken egg that my niece is going to get if it hatches out. It's a Polish chicken, and I don't need all the extras. But she gave me a couple of goose eggs, and gave me 4, but only 2 were viable. And I told her I'd hatch the chicken and turkeys, or not the chicken, turkey, but the chickens and the goose out for her if she wanted them. She did want the chicken. She didn't care about the geese. But so Ruthie's going to keep the 2 geese if they hatch. But right now we have one is a lockdown incubator for hatching with no turner, and this one has the turner in it. I just want to give it, and those cartons have some eggs in them so that when we go to the those are for my niece. She wants to hatch out some. She has an incubator now. But by the time she got her incubator, these eggs were already ready to go into one, and she didn't have her incubator at that point. So I told her I'd hatch them out for her. But now she can do it all herself. But I just wanted to give you a visual of how my system works. I have a soda bottle I fill with water so that it stays at room temperature. I have a squirt bottle so that when that digital goes below 40, means it needs water. So I take the top off and I fill the reservoirs in the bottom and put the top back on. When it gets back to 40 or 41, it'll stop. The alarm will stop. So that's what those are for. That's my drink bottle and my locks for the barn. But that's why there's a big soda bottle there. That is to have the water at room temperature. And you always want to keep a calendar nearby so you can keep track of what's going on. So I thought you might like to see it got next to my drinking water. But I would just want to let you see how my system works, and I don't go by that's a digital readout for how many days that you have your eggs in. But because each one of them has to come out at a different time for lockdown, I do it on my dry erase board calendar. Alright, I just wanted to let you know how it was going and how my system works. And when you, instead of opening the lid on the lockdown every time you hear peeping, because a lot of people make that mistake, they take the top off there when it should be locked down to keep the moisture in. See how that's 79 humidity? That's good. You don't want that getting low. You want that high so that they can hatch out. That's what helps them break out of that shell. You keep opening the top on it, you drop the humidity, and then they get dried into the shell, and then people want to pick the chicks out of the shell. Well, once you pick them chicks out of the shell, you got 1 in 10 chances that it might survive. They usually die. So you want to keep that lid on there and take that styrofoam off so you can watch from the outside. You can watch them hatch. You don't have to keep the styrofoam on there, because there's little holes on the sides of these plastics that helps get air in there so that they can hatch out. Otherwise they'll suffocate, and you don't want that. Alright, this is Clay from Popel's Backyard Farm. Hope you enjoyed this video, and give me a couple thumbs up if you did. If you didn't, comment below. Thanks and goodbye.